Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I love my Course in Miracles lesson for today. So I'm on lesson 199 of the Course in Miracles, and the lesson today is I am not a body, I am free. And it was really interesting. Because a lot of times we over-identify as being a body, or trapped in a body, or like we just are the body, and the body can get sick, and the body this and the body that, and we just don't see ourselves as spirit, as soul, as mind, as much as we see ourselves as body. So yeah, the lesson today was really good for me. I am not a body, I am free, because I have definitely over-identified with the body, and it's good to get out of that. Of course, it makes it weird though, like when I go to do healing ailment podcasts at Herbal Marie, because like on the one hand, like I'm starting to understand that like we are not just a body, and our thoughts and our emotions and the way we think all greatly influences the state of our body. And even like now with the Course in Miracles, like when you start to identify as spirit and resonate with love and forgiveness and those good energy vibes, your body just functions the way it was intended to. It's when we start over-identifying as a body that we have to like beat it into shape and, starve it with diets and watch, like we actually mess up like its natural rhythms. And when we just allow ourselves to be more in love and connected to God's source, then our bodies work correctly. So it's a good lesson for me today. Funny, like my body is achy today and my belly hurts, and like, do you know what I mean? Like of all days to get this lesson, it's the one that like I feel like really rigid and unflexible and interesting how it all works out. So yeah, shout out to A Course in Miracles. I highly recommend it for anyone who's ready for that next level shit. So good morning. How are you doing? Can we just have a laugh? Can we just have a laugh first thing? That, the honeymoon here didn't even last a week. And I just sometimes am so embarrassed by my life. I don't want to talk to you about it. I just don't want to talk to you about it. It's just ridiculous how quickly you can go back to just the BS. And so can I just keep you posted? It seems like man tantrums abound up in my reality right now. And I'm reading this book at night called Jesus, My Autobiography. It is one of Tina Louise Spalding's books. I'm going to read all 6 of her books, and so I'm halfway through, but the Jesus book has finally gotten more interesting. Like once he got past like recounting his life and his travels, which I wasn't really interested in, now he's on to the lessons that, that will benefit us. So now I'm actually interested in it. But what I was reading last night was, everything outside of us is a projection of something within us that we are unwilling to see or admit to. So it's kind of like I'm trying to look at it like as my husband when he's acting stupid already again. It's like, what is he projecting? What am I projecting outward and seeing in him that actually could reside in me? Like, it's this huge, deep thought, but like, I'm really trying to entertain it and just kind of like look at him with love and compassion. And, does this exist within me? And, he's like already jumping to the point of like nothing's going to change. And I just want to say to him, well, like, did you ever think about like maybe the variable that refuses to change is you? But anyways, so I'll keep you posted. And yesterday evening I worked on my Patreon page for Herbal Marie. I did the patron only newsletter and podcast with the announcement that it was the last one, because like I'm podcasting here every day, and I'm being called back into the workforce. So a few things have to get minimized in my life. And I am just so tired of selling myself and trying to bribe people to come be my patron to support the podcast. Like, and it's just like, you know what? If people want to give me a freaking dollar bill, I'm just tired of jumping through so many hoops for it, and selling myself. So I'm just going to take a step back from a lot of the self-promotion. Like, I am guided to do that podcast, so I will do it, but I just can't try to like make it more than what it is. I just can't be my own cheerleader. If it turns out that people love it and they want to be cheerleaders for me, awesome, but I just can't be my own cheerleader anymore. I just can't do it. All right, so yesterday we also did the ridiculously long law of economy of force, and we have a ridiculously long one again today. It feels like work, you guys. It feels like homework. But once we get past these two, I think that they do start to shorten up a little bit. But we said we'd do it, so we're doing it. But what's really funny is the law of economy of force, which we did yesterday, was so long, but I only wrote a tiny paragraph in my notebook. Like, it was so long, I don't even know if I understood it. But what I wrote down was, okay, number 23, the law of economy of force, one of the three major laws, the activity aspect. Material and spiritual evolution of the cosmos to the best possible advantage with the least expenditure of force. So even the universe is like, what can we get what's the best possible expenditure, the best possible advantage with the least expenditure of force. So that was kind of interesting to me. It's like, maybe with my life, like doing less, I'll actually gain more, right? So maybe like doing less for the podcast Herbal Marie, I'll actually be able to do more. And it is true, because at the end of the month, well, for the last 6 months, I've had the experience of at the end of the month, I use a big burst of focus and energy to pull ideas out of my ass for the newsletter and, then do the podcast. And when it's all said and done, I could have like put that towards an herb podcast, So anyways, I'm going to try to reallocate a bit of my energy with that. And not that it was a huge deal to do an extra podcast. Like, it's easy for me to talk to everybody for another hour. And it was fun, but I just feel like I have to I don't know, it has to change. The Patreon page has to change. So anyways, are we ready? Are we ready for law number 24? It's the law of equalities or an analogy. The law of equalities or analogy. That's the law that we're doing today. It's so, oh my God, it's so long. Are you okay? Can we keep going? And then, let me get out. Let me get my drawer open. And then when we're done, we're going to pull some cards from the Soul Flower Plant Spirit Oracle deck. Because after I read all this, we'll be ready for some soul flowers. All right, get cozy. The law of equalities or analogy. And if you're just joining me somehow for the first time today, we're doing the 105 universal laws. And if you just Google, or don't Google, use DuckDuckGo. If you just DuckDuckGo that, search it up, it should come right up. Just 105 universal laws. And that is what I printed out. I found it on several websites, so I don't know who the hell wrote it. But it's giving us something to do and think about and expand our awareness and understand how the universe might work and how we can work within the universe. Am I right? Here we go. The law of equalities or analogy, otherwise known as the principle of correspondence or essential divinity. As above, so below. As below, so above. The major linking agent in the universe is the energy of love wisdom. And the purpose of analogy is to lead the mind back toward the sense of oneness, enlightenment. The thoughts and images we hold in our conscious and subconscious minds will manifest their mirror likeness in our external circumstances. Our outer world is a mirror of our inner world. Holy shit, you guys, that's just exactly what I was saying. Focus. Earth is a school for practicing these laws of mind control. There is a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of the various planes of being and life. This principle enables the phenomenon of discernment, intuition, hunches, etc., and that which is called remote viewing or out-of-body experience. Correspondence enables that which is normally unknowable to become known to the individual who learns and knows how to use this principle. Some use it in a conscious and deliberate manner, while others may not even be aware that they are using this principle. When used knowingly, it will enhance the clarity of vision and enables the mind to penetrate the most secret of secrets and can shed light on many a dark paradox. Correspondence establishes the interconnectedness between all things in the universe and keeps all things relative to each other. Known to the adepts and masters of ancient Egypt as the substance of the ethereal, the spirit substance or web that pervades and interpenetrates the universe. This substance acts as a medium for the transmission of light, heat, electricity, gravity. It is non-material in nature, also known as the uncreated substance or universal substance. The substance in which all suns, worlds, and galaxies are suspended in space, time, and change. All of us are intimately connected to all of the above mentioned events, and to each other, whether or not is realized. The ethers are where spirit substance is manifesting the beginning of matter. Science refers to this substance as dark matter that cannot be seen, touched, smelled, or weighed. Dark matter does not absorb or reflect light and is therefore invisible. It is considered to be non-material substance. It was first discovered on Earth while doing research with the Hubble Space Telescope. The planes of correspondence in the order of manifestation are the great spiritual plane, the great mental plane, the great physical plane, or the Trinity, the ascending scale of life and being. Okay, so, all right. I don't even know how I'm going to take notes on that today. That was really long. Should I just put down as above, so below? The law of equalities or analogy, also known as the principle of correspondence. So basically everything is connected, and holy crap, that was a lot. I can't really even summarize that. But I do love that it said our outer world is a mirror of our inner world. And it is this practice of mind control within ourselves that's going to lead to better manifestations. Hold on, is someone actually mowing right now? Let me close the window. I don't know if someone's mowing or that's a really low plane flying over, but I had to jump up and shut the window. Let's see here. Oh, it even talked about like remote viewing and basically like seeing things within your mind and having clarity of vision and enabling the mind to penetrate the most secret of secrets. Like, this covered so much, I don't even know what I'm gonna write down in my notes, but it wasn't as torturous to read as I thought. So basically this energy is within everything. We're all connected. It's just what everything is made of, suspended in. The law of equalities or analogy. It's a big one. So anyways, that's all we need to do, right? We just needed to read it. But let's just dumb it down. I can dumb it down. That was really interesting that I was just talking about how, excuse me, how I'm just wondering what my reality is reflecting back to me, and that this law, throw the box on the floor, this law of equalities or analogy actually touched upon that as well. So can I just say my life is hilarious? It really is. I mean, seriously, like, we decide that we're gonna love each other and try to like make it work out, and my husband and I can't even go like a week. We can't even go a week. Tomorrow night would be like a week. Like, we couldn't even make it. I mean, he's still here or whatever, but it's like, oh God, here we go again. So anyways, what is it within me that keeps reflecting that's reflecting back to me with this? Do I think inside? I was laughing about this morning. Well, at least he's being honest and saying that he doesn't think anything's going to change. Like, maybe I'm in denial that it will, but maybe deep down inside, I also feel that way. So, kind of interesting. I'm so excited to sit with the flowers. Okay, so speaking of flowers, can I just tell you that I got my first blooms on a hydrangea bush that I thought was dead. Like, it has not bloomed for years. And I got the most beautiful blue blooms from it. And I brought them inside actually because you couldn't see them. Because it's like hiding under this other bush. And I'm surprised it even bloomed. And then the little pipsqueak of a hydrangea bush, that was just basically a dead stick that my friend gave me to see if I could bring it back to life. It has blooms on it too, and they are pink. It's a pink hydrangea. So that's pretty fun for me because I don't get a lot of beautiful flowers, you know, like I get my herby flowers, but a lot of them are small. And, you know, I get calendula and borage and sunflowers. But, like, you don't drive by my house ever and be like, wow, look at the flowers at that house. You know, like, you just drive by and think, why doesn't she mow? Why are there so many weeds? So to actually, like, see something beautiful, like, in just a purely flowery aesthetic way is so fun for me in the yard. And of course, they're still small and puny, but it's a start, man. It is a start. So I love thinking that, like, as the years go by, more flowers could be in my yard and in my life. So we are sitting with the Soul Flowers. This is a great deck, Soul Flower Plant Spirit Oracle deck by Lisa Estabrook, mysoulflower.com. And let's get some cards here. Hold on, I might have to take a break so my dogs can bark. All right, it was my husband. Just driving by, he had to go to the bathroom. Okay, great. And he was almost, I think I could file that under civil and nice. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna laugh through the rest of our life, aren't we? All right, I've pretty much, that's what saved me, like, in every situation, is just having a sense of humor about things. But here is the bottom line with me. I can't even, like, get into his tantrums and his drama and his stuff because I'm just okay with whatever. And I am going to come from a place of love and acceptance and compassion, and, like, I'm just trying to send him good energy all the time. So even yesterday, can I go back to my Course in Miracles? I want to, like, even yesterday, the lesson yesterday was, listen to this. Only my condemnation injures me. Only my condemnation injures me. So, like, when I judge him, condemn him, it just hurts me. He is another me. You are another me. We're all connected. That's, like, kind of what the law of equalities or analogy was also touching upon. We are all connected. And, you know, if I hate on him, I'm actually just hating on myself. And so I'm just trying to have a sense of humor with everyone and everything so that I can have a sense of humor with myself and just be love and give love, because I am love to everybody. I am light. I am love. I am. Like, that is me. That is my essence. And ego would love to tear him apart. Oh, she could do it. She could do it so good. But that's just not the perspective that I want to hold anymore. That's not who I want in the driver's seat. And yeah, so anyways, that's why my dogs were barking, because they heard someone in the driveway and coming in the house, and so funny. So funny it was him. God forbid he'd start listening to my podcast. If you are listening to this in the future, Lovey, I'm so sorry for dishing out all our dirt, but oh well. Oh well. All right, let's get a flower before I get myself in any more trouble. And that's just it too. Why should I ever feel like I'm in trouble for expressing myself? I ain't gonna do it. No secrets here. No secrets here. All right, so our first flower, is the purple poppy. Okay, I planted purple poppy seeds this year, and I have not seen any of them. So I'm going to see if I have any more left, and maybe going to have to try them again. But purple poppy is all about evolution. Purple poppy helps align your physical self with your soul purpose and your higher self. For when your foundations are rocking and your entire being is evolving. Purple poppy helps support deep levels of integration, connection, and rest. Wherever you land, she will help you adapt and find the beauty in the process. Wow, holy perfect poppy for me today. Funny that, like, you know, my Course in Miracles lesson is I am not a body, I am free. But what that lesson goes on to say is, like, the ending, and here's how the Course in Miracles talks. I am not a body, I am free. I hear the voice that God has given me, and it is only this my mind obeys. So, so basically it's saying be free today and carry freedom as your gift to those who still believe they are enslaved within a body. Be you free so that the Holy Spirit can make use of your escape from bondage to set free the many who perceive themselves as bound and helpless and afraid. But it's a real long lesson, but it also talked about, like, you know, these bodies we're going to use them for the will of spirit. We're going, like, there is a use for the body, but you are not your body. You're not a body. And purple poppy helps align your physical self with your soul purpose and your higher self. So you are your higher self. You are spirit. You're a soul. And when you can align your body with that purpose, then your body, you don't think about your body because it doesn't hurt. It doesn't get sick because you're aligned with that energy, and then your body functions the way it was intended, as a tool, as a vessel for your spirit. So I love that purple poppy says, for when your foundations are rocking and your entire being is evolving, purple poppy helps support deep levels of integration, connection, and rest. Wherever you land, she will help you adapt and find the beauty in the process. So yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. Like, I haven't landed anywhere yet. Like, I could still, anything could happen. And I love it. I actually love it. Okay, so I'm laughing because I've peeked at the bottom card. And it is milk thistle with forgiveness. So when I first got this deck, this was the first card that I pulled. And I thought right away, this deck is for me, right? Like, it just was immediately tuned into me, and I tuned into it. And I pulled the forgiveness card right away, which I have been on a journey of forgiveness, a practice of forgiveness, a journey into forgiveness, which has become a daily practice for definitely about 2 years, but more so intensely now that I've started the lessons of A Course in Miracles. But yeah, that's what it's all about, my bitches. It's all about forgiveness. It's all about, it's all about forgiveness. And the first thing that you forgive is yourself for creating all these messes, for hating yourself. And you forgive yourself, and then you just accept things as it is, as lessons and experiences, and that we're all connected, and there's no judgment here, so that, forgiveness just comes real easy then. So milk thistle is all about forgiveness. And it says, and I love that they're both matchy purples. Life has taught you to protect yourself, but sometimes you end up hurting yourself. Milk thistle helps you to let go through the power of forgiveness of all the self-imposed restrictions and defensive armor that is making it hard for you to open and receive all the love and abundance the universe has flowing toward you. So how interesting is that? I've had such a craw in my vibration this week about abundance and money and receiving love and receiving the blessings, And it's because I put on this armor. I put on my bitch armor, and it doesn't let it in. So I have to forgive. I literally have to forgive my husband, on the hour. Every hour I have to be in my mind, forgive him for just the stupid shit he did in the previous hour, and then start to understand that I created this experience for myself to learn how to open up more, how to forgive more, how to love more, how to adapt more, how to integrate more, how to connect more. I mean, they're all my own personal experiences. And I should just thank him for being such a stubborn bugger and giving me the challenge of a lifetime, because I'm going to master this. And it will be the difficulties that I will feel so much appreciation for when it's all said and done. I'm already starting to feel appreciation for it now. The more I can be challenged and still return to love, I'm going to become a master at love. Yeah, so take that. All right, so I love these cards. I really do. So let's get two more, shall we? We have purple poppy and we have milk thistle. We have evolution and forgiveness. Let's get another top and bottom pick from the soul flowers that will help us on our journey, that will help us expand, integrate, anchor down, connect our spirit into our body, release our ego from our body, release our over-identification with our body. Let spirit come into our body. I empty out this vessel and I allow spirit to come within me. I am guided by divine will. Okay, damn it. I said two more. And guess what happened? One flew out. It's face down. I can't see it yet. But one actually flew out of the whole deck. And I'm holding the other deck in my hand. So it might be three more. I don't even know why I ask for certain numbers. I guess do that to for my guides to be no, you wanted two, we think three, because then you'll have a total of 5 cards, which is the number of change. Okay, I can sit with that. Oh, you guys. The one that flew out is self-heal. And I have been seeing them. I just saw a beautiful self-heal this morning, and I was like, I need to come and pick you and dry you for tea before my son mows the yard and weed whacks tonight, I need to go harvest some self-heal today. But self-heal comes in. Okay, first of all, I just want to say that I always identify with self-heal with forgiveness as well, and letting go of anger. And on this card, though, it's all about responsibility. True healing is a journey that engages the whole of your being in a spiraling process of deeper and deeper levels of understanding and self-awareness. Self-heal addresses the special connection between your soul and your body and encourages you to take responsibility for your own personal journey. So we have, oh my gosh, she's such a beautiful flower. And she's against this bright blue sky. She's so huge in this picture. I love it. Because really it's not that big of a flower. It grows in the grass. You probably overlook it. But yeah, like it is our own personal responsibility. And here again, it addresses this special connection between our soul and our body. So our soul created this body, and we're nothing more than walking corpses. This body is nothing. You don't need this body. You are not a body. You are a spirit. You are a soul. But we are thankful for this body because Spirit is incarnating in it right now to have this experience of the reality on earth. So it is a special connection. Like when I say you are not a body, I am not a body, it doesn't mean that we should trash these bodies. No, like we created them, and with any of our creations, we should take care of them, and we should see the special connection that our soul has with our body. But don't over-identify yourself with the body. You don't need it. Like when you're done with it, you will leave it and still exist. It's just a temporary vehicle. That's it. So I do love that the flowers are talking about they're all up in my Course in Miracles lesson. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. See, I don't need friends. I have cards that talk to me. So let's see what's on the top. Ooh, again this week we have yarrow with boundaries. So this has been a huge week for boundaries, and I didn't watch it, but I saw that Phil Good on YouTube made a video about boundaries. And now I'm thinking I need to go watch it just because I have pulled several messages this week with boundaries. Like I pulled the message with boundaries like on Monday or something. And then I saw that he uploaded a video about boundaries, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. But now that I'm pulling another boundary one, I might actually find it very enjoyable to watch his video just to kind of see what he was getting this week. It's always interesting to me looking back, like at the end of the week, I look back and I just look at some of the titles of videos, and it's always interesting to me that some of us were on the same page, even though we weren't trying to be on the same page, but we ended up being on the same page, getting some of the same messages from different perspectives. All right, so yarrow is all about boundaries. Oh, what a beautiful, brilliant yellow is behind this flower. So the top of our spread here is all purple. You know, it's got the purple poppy, got the purple milk thistle, and then self-heal is purple, but it brought in a brilliant blue, like we're talking Archangel Michael blue. And now yarrow is bringing in this incredible yellow. And it is all about boundaries. Let me pick it up. Like a little umbrella or shield, yarrow offers protection from negative energies or toxic influences. She helps you to build strong, healthy boundaries and compassionate awareness of self and others, and to avoid unnecessary energy leaks and general depletion as you evolve and grow. So yeah, we got that message of evolution with purple poppy. And yarrow is coming in with a protective boundary so that we don't leak out our energy while we are evolving and growing. And I love that because I was so tired yesterday. I really was. And part of the problem was that, I was letting my energy be leaked out because I was tapping in too much to my husband's negativity. So yeah, I need to remember that I can have strong, healthy boundaries and still have compassionate awareness towards others, and of course towards myself as well. So just yet another message for us this week to maintain our boundaries. And that's what we were talking about. Now I remember when we were talking about it earlier this week, we were talking about our golden egg around us, right? Our golden egg of light, protecting our energetic boundaries, right? Bring yourself in and hold yourself in golden light and just create that beautiful space for yourself. Yeah, so let's see what's on the bottom then. Our last card today is aster. Yep, you can kiss my aster. But here it's all about illumination. So yeah, when I always joke that when it's all said and done, this doesn't feel right, you guys. I don't feel like we should have, this should be our last card. We need another card. We need another card. This can't be our last one. Aster is all about illumination, but I always joke that like my very last podcast for Herbal Marie will be You Can Kiss My Aster. Hold me to it in a couple years. Like a star illuminating your way, aster helps provide clarity and focus so that you can discover appropriate channels of communication and self-expression without anxiety and self-consciousness. Aster helps you to manifest your creative ideas, translating inspiration into physical form. So that, yeah, this beautiful star, this purple star flower provides clarity and focus. Oh, yeah, so that we can discover appropriate channels of communication and self-expression without anxiety and self-consciousness. So that is beautiful, because I know I always have this energy that I want to channel and express, and that is why I pull cards. I'm going to cut the deck. And shit. I cut it and I saw two different cards because it cut and dropped. And the one that I was holding was crocus opening, and the one that dropped out that also wanted to be seen was red clover and tranquility. All right, now I have to shift my layout over so I can have some more room here. All right, so now we have more flower friends coming through, but who's going to complain? Not me. Never me. All right, so aster's going to help illuminate a path for us that we can find some creative expression, right? We can find some creative expression. And crocus is opening us to that. Tender crocus is one of the first flowers to appear in the spring. She is gently reminding you to open to the beauty and softness of the world, even though it may seem harsh and inhospitable at times. Trust in the process. I have both my hands over my heart space right now. Open and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always. So even if you are standing next to a man who is scouring at you and hating his life and hating everything about everything, you can still drop into your heart space and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always, and actually bring it into you, right? Like, it doesn't matter even if you're standing next to a hateful person. You have love within you. You can bring love into your now moment, regardless of what is going on. So you can bring that beautiful energy in as you're standing there, right? And red clover is all about tranquility. It says red clover helps support a sense of clarity, individuality, and self-awareness in the midst of our chaotic and often negative world. She is a calm and steady presence, helping you to remain balanced and to think and act from your center of truth, despite whatever may be taking place around you. So yeah, once again, doesn't matter what kind of chaos is coming in, and or just being present in your reality, you can have clarity. You can have balance. You can have a calm sense of awareness. I'm just rearranging my card. Not rearranging, I'm moving them over to kind of create this nice little spread. So yeah, I love these flowers so much. We ended up with 2, 4, 6, 7. We ended up with 7. I love the number 7. It's my life path number. If you've never figured out your life path number, look online how to do so. I think you just add up all the dates of your birthday. That's how you figure it out. But look online to make sure, because I haven't done it for a while. But mine is 7. Yeah, just look up how to find your life path number. I think you just take all the numbers of your birthday and add them up. And then maybe add them up again. You know, numerology stuff. All right, so this looks awesome. We have purple poppy, milk thistle, self-heal, yarrow, aster, crocus, and red clover. And what a beautiful spread. So I'll take a picture of it, put it on Herb Oracle. I almost said Herbal Marie. No, Herb Oracle. The last thing I posted on Herbal Marie was, I just want to have fun. And by fun, I mean planting gardens and reading herb books. So yeah, hashtag herb nerd for sure. But I just want to have fun. And by fun, I mean walking around my garden and reading herb books. That's my idea of fun for sure. But yeah, let's end here with a little gratitude and a little wrap up of all these great messages. You have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day. So when I look at these cards, I have some wonderful messages to take away. You know, we are here for our personal evolution, and it is our responsibility. It is our responsibility to take charge of our energetic set point. It's our responsibility to work on our practice of forgiveness, and it's our responsibility to keep ourselves pointed on the path of light, on the path of love. We want to return back to love. So yeah, thank you to all these beautiful flowers for illuminating that for us, reminding us of our boundaries, and reminding us to stay open and to connect, and to stay in that beautiful, peaceful, tranquil place. So I mean, we just think we're hanging out here, but we're actually doing big work when it comes to our spiritual journey. And that's evolution, baby. Just every day getting a little bit more understanding, every day going a little bit deeper, spiraling inward, knowing more about yourself, understanding more about yourself, opening yourself to more of you, the greater you, the higher you, your spirit you, your soul you, your galactic glue. Galactic glue? No, galactic you. Maybe there is this galactic glue that interconnects everything to everyone. And that's basically what the law of equality or analogy was kind of touching upon. So we had a huge day, big thoughts, and but yeah, it's also really simple too. It's big, but it's simple. As above, so below. let's be really aware of what we are feeling inside and what is manifesting outside of us. If we don't like the outside, the only way to remedy that is changing the inside. So keep on your forgiveness, keep on your love, keep on your boundaries, keep on your compassion, keep on your path. Yes, and so it is.